Alright guys, Thomas Perkins here, Fishguruaquatics. Today I want to do a little video on floating plants. I have 3 different varieties here, apparently, and I figured it would be a good little oversight, and we'll go over some others that I don't have, that we'll go over the care for each one. Alright, so what you're looking at now is dwarf water lettuce, this big one here. It's not that big, it's about, the leaves on it are about half the size of a penny. They have a root structure that extends down below the water surface. You can see that here in this one. I can get it to focus. There you go. But yeah. Dwarf water lettuce is a fantastic plant. It's a little nutrient hungry. It needs a little bit of phosphorus, and it needs a little bit of iron in the water, so that it can, and it gets a lot of that from the water column. So if you definitely want to use liquid fertilizer like Easy Green. I use what's this stuff? Leaf Zone by API. And as you see here, it's working great. They absorb a lot of nitrogen from the water, which is a very good thing. I started out with about 40 pieces of it, and by the end of the summer in June, I had about 400. So it's very prolific too. You'll be giving this stuff away. Not nearly as bad as the other plants I have. This is duckweed, or aquarium herpes if you prefer. You pretty much can't work with this tank without getting duckweed anywhere else, because it clings to you. So if you say you stick your hand in the water here, come back, it doesn't work. Alright. But duckweed is a prolific little plant. It grows pretty much all over the world. I pulled maybe 6 ounces out of this tank. This is a 10-gallon, and yeah, it grew back within let me say 5 days to this point. I had like a patch about that big during the culling. The other plant, and like I said, duckweed's really good at absorbing nutrients from the water column, keeps the water free of nitrate and stuff like that. So it's a good plant for that. It's really good for moving toxins and things like that. Other plant that I have, and I didn't even know that I had this because the duckweed was choking it out, and I actually found it when I moved from this tank, all the water lettuce from this tank to this tank, and as you see here, there's duckweed in the back. You really cannot work with duckweed without getting it everywhere. The thing with duckweed is it can carry bacteria and stuff like that with it, so you need to be very careful about like cross-contamination, which obviously I need to work on. This here that you're looking at now is called frogbit. Frogbit is a wonderful little plant. It's kind of a mix between the two. So you have the rounder, larger leaves. You also have they're a little thinner than the dwarf water lettuce, but it's in between duckweed, which obviously is extremely small, and it's between dwarf water lettuce. Now, there's some other floating plants you can get are obviously regular water lettuce. They get about 3 or 4 inches across, and about the size, the leaves are about the size, a little bit like cactus pads, like that. Very good floater, reproduces the same way as the, I didn't know reproduction. I think at night, someone comes in and just multiplies the stuff, little fairies, I don't know. But, water lettuce has a really cool, breeding technique. You see here, on this plant, these 2 little here have strings attached to them that connect to the main plant. These are new plants. These are reproducing by budding. So I'm going to have, once there was just 1 plant, it's going to be 3. That's cool. And that's true for most of my dwarf water lettuce. There's new growth on all of them, which is really happy about that. But frogbit here it reproduces the same way as the dwarf water lettuce, so you have that budding system where it just sends off a runner and pops out a new plant. Eventually that little runner will dissolve because it's not getting nutrients from the original plant. Let's see, what else? You can also speed up the process by cutting them, but I would prefer to get them up to by the time they get big enough to do that, they're usually going to fall apart anyway, so do what you will. Hyacinths are another really good floating plant. They're from South America, but they are invasive as heck. They will take over an entire waterway if they can. So avoid using hyacinths where they can escape, like in ponds or in they do make a really lovely purple flower on top, and they can be beneficial to large aquariums for the same reason as like Dwarf and stuff like that here. But yeah, those are some floating plants that I have. Hopefully, I will be able to sell them. I'll be selling Dwarf. Now, if you want duckweed for say a 4-ounce portion of it, which I will just fill up a small bag with that. Let's say it's like that much. I will sell it for $2. You can go and spread aquarium herpes wherever you go. That's a good sized portion that will take over a tank really quickly. So, I'm not going to sell the frogbit yet, and eventually I'll be getting the Dwarf water lotus up for sale for like, we'll say, $1 a plant. It's like $2 a plant. So you'll get this right here for $2, and that will spread across your entire aquarium. Maybe not that one. Maybe like this one here. Like you'll get something like that size there for $2, and then you can just spread it out throughout your tank. Okay. And that is all I have. Like, I'm going to grow out the frog, but I'm going to grow out that. I'm going to grow out. I'm trying to keep this contained, pretty much. You don't grow this on purpose. You just contain it. And obviously, this stuff contains frogbit, since I didn't know that. But yeah. And I will grow some new plants as I get them. I'm going to set these 2 tanks up planted. This is a mess. Don't look at that. That's bad. Set that up last night. I actually had to put. It's the same substrate as this over here, and you can't touch it without it exploding. So, what you see here, this has a sand cap on top of it. I'm gonna see if that makes it a little neater. So far, it seems to be working. My filter looks like crap, though. Actually, I kind of like it brown. I might leave it like that for a bit. It's not quite as noticeable as the black one. Oh, and my silver tip touches bred last night, so I don't know if anyone saw that. There's all their water parameters that I took down last night as they were breeding. So hopefully I can reproduce that later. Okay. Everybody else is doing that. I still have 3 Texas cichlids for sale for. We're going to drop them all. You can have all 3 of them for $15. I just want to get rid of them. Yeah, $15 a piece. Like, they're good sized fish. The little ones are putting on a lot of weight, so that's a good thing. I need to do a water change today. I got too many tanks, so I had to start labeling which days I do water changes on. Also, I just woke up, so I have no idea what my hair looks like. Well, it's not too bad. You guys, that there is Fishguruaquatics as of right now. This is our entire stock list, and then see, I got Cryptocory. I got 3 pieces of that. Duckweed, I have infinite numbers of that. Dwarf, I got 14 of those. Amazon, so I have 1 of those. Dwarf Sag. I have 5 Panicories, Pistogramma Masteri, Double Bar Pistogramma, 4 Odos, 2 Angelfish, Wild Coloration, 5 Silvertip Textures. I almost lost a Silvertip today because I got stuck behind that piece of slate. L463, 3 Texas cichlids. We have 14 koi and a Variatus. So yeah, I'm going to use the mirror as kind of like a whiteboard in here because I don't really come in this bathroom a whole lot. Ignore all that. That's going to be betas. Betas. So many betas. I'm going to use these pickle jars that I get from work. They're half a gallon. So I think it's about 73, 74 in this room. Ignore that. It's just greasing last night. I went to bed early. Scratch that. I crashed. So I did a lot of work in here last night and then just sacked out. So yeah, I figured I got this 10-gallon tank here and get rid of the RO unit. So we'll just run a tank there, some female beta or something. Yeah. I'm going to set this up for. There's not a plug in any of my bathrooms at all, and it's annoying. And how I did that, by the way, with these little paint markers. I don't know if you. I always keep markers and stuff like that on hand so I can do projects and stuff like that and label things. But I have to get dressed and build an aquarium stand because I have a bunch of flower horns coming in 3 days. So, you guys have a beautiful day. Text Mel looks like beautiful. Not me. Let's end this on a fish. I don't want to show you guys my face too much. YouTube likes to ping off faces for some reason. So, anyway. See, back there under the filter, that's the... I show the panda cores a lot now. Just gonna shout out on Odo. There's a good one. I scooped her. This is Odo Singles. I did a profile on her on Facebook. Go check that out. If you're not on my Facebook already. But yeah. Alright. Y'all have a wonderful day.